order.
Make a
All in
motion?
favor? Make a motion?
Second.
Second,
All
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so what's the first thing on the agenda?
Anybody else?
Did you email it? Yeah.
She did, but I haven't had.
If you have a paper copy, I'll take a paper copy, but.
7:30 this morning. All
So
right.
accepting the minutes.
Yeah.
Last time I did.
Oh, I don't want
Were the minutes okay?
Yep, so we're gonna accept the minutes.
to make a motion, we accept the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So you wanna go over the treasurer's report first? So the total spent for 2024 holiday decorations, so we don't really have it broken down like that. I can look,
I need an exact, or just a ballpark, so we have something. Do you think it's the 359 in there somewhere? That 669?
oh, that looks like a month. I don't think we spent any money on holiday decorations.
Right, because those are all.
They were all donated.
donated,
They were
yeah.
all
Yeah, because if you look at
Every 10
her, it'll give you all your months, and then the 13th month is your total, like basically nothing, and then your total. So if you look at 01, $39.99 was for January of 2024.
Is that January or July?
Oh yeah, because we're going fiscal. No, it says current year monthly, so it's not going by fiscal. That-
What would you spend in February?
But they put 1,000 in as
Yeah.
the first month.
$600 would have been the flags.
Yeah, the flags.
Oh, in February?
Yeah.
The
Oh.
flags.
Yeah, was that in February? Did we do that in February? Is that something familiar?
Well, we ordered them in February. I think
Yeah.
we hung them up for
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, which was November, right?
Veterans
They were
Day.
sitting here for a
We
while.
never even had a meeting until,
Yeah, I
May
think
or
this is,
June.
Oh, is that
So
what
we
it
didn't-
is?
yeah.
So it wasn't that?
was
so
it
those are
February?
different. What did you
Okay.
say? July is
I
number
think
one?
July is one,
Okay.
and then,
That makes more sense, because we definitely ordered those flags like closer to the parade. Like I remember being
Yeah.
like slightly last minute, which it would have been like November, you know what I mean? So we would have ordered
Yeah.
them in
They
August.
didn't get hung for a while though.
Right,
Yeah.
right, but like we would have ordered them in August, and then
Yeah.
they probably would have been, you know, hung up in like September, like right before the parade.
our
So
first meeting, I think, was May.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then we had the trees that were bought.
Mhm.
That was, looks like the 359.64.
okay, yeah,
We're not
No,
getting
that's what that, I
It was
think, no, it was
the
268.
268
the
one.
268.
268 for the trees.
Okay. We're not getting reimbursed for that from
No.
that tree grant.
No,
Did
no.
Sydney explain to you why?
Mhm.
Because they were purchased before the grant was approved.
Oh, no, okay.
So, you know, in the future,
Yep,
You know.
not to do.
yeah, we're gonna wait for the approval of the grant.
Yeah,
I know
well,
they're very excited about.
well, no, it's just
It
that
was just a
nobody
sale
said anything
price.
about that, and I thought it was, I really bought them, I didn't think we were gonna get reimbursed anyway
Okay.
from that tree grant, because it was really unexplained to anyone how that thing even worked.
Well, I know you're
And
trying
it
to
was
get them on
supposed-
sale.
And it was supposed to be for Slocum Street,
Yeah.
that tree grant, that's how it was presented,
Mhm.
and those trees were for Slocum Street, anyway, you know.
Right, well, they're redoing all the Slocum streets.
Yeah, they
At
were
that
for
point,
Slocum, yeah.
maybe we can, I don't really wanna tap into our $1,000
No, not
budget.
us, not for that, not for us. That should come out of
It should come out
Slocum
of,
Street has its own budget.
the
like-
the
Yeah.
town's funds,
right.
not our
exactly.
money.
Yep,
no.
so, all right, so basically, we have 260, what do we have here?
279.
279 to work with,
Mhm.
so,
Till June, till,
right,
to the end of June.
$279?
279.05.
Which is fine.
Okay.
Yep.
So what do you guys want to do with the 279.05?
Well, we're gonna fill the whiskey barrels up, right?
Yep,
So we can use it for that?
Or, and also if we wanted to do the intersection we talked about last time, Perry Hill Road and Main Street.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Who's gonna water those?
If we put in,
That's a task. I mean,
Annuals.
I live
I
close.
can't commit to it.
no, but if you put in perennials, those like daylilies and irises and stuff that just comes up.
For the rain, yeah. so
Yeah,
I could
they
do-
don't have to do anything.
Are they gonna be barrels?
No, we'd have to get that jackhammer.
Yeah, well, Perry, that's what I mean, Perry Hill will be a bigger project, like that, it has just this little, you've seen it, it's just this little, they actually removed the
About as
stop
big as
sign
this
from
table.
it. Yeah, and
It's
it's
about
just
as big as
this
this table.
hideous little piece of concrete or
Right.
roadway, and it's just like a
It's all
triangle.
chewed up.
I'd love to like
People cut
redo the whole
corner
thing, yeah.
And,
I'd like to just
Like
dig
grass
up
it.
all the asphalt and put grass.
That's what I wanna do, I want a little grass island, and then like a cute little whisper, or like something there.
It doesn't even.
Sunflowers.
But then the other thing is, who's gonna cut it? So,
But
Yeah,
no
it's
grass, just put.
Right, like a
perennials.
mulcher, like, yeah.
Perennials, mulch
Well,
it,
yeah, like it could be like all daffodils or something,
Yeah,
that's
that'd
so
be really
pretty.
cute.
Oh,
daffodils and then
Yeah.
daylilies come up next, irises and,
Yeah.
and
yeah, the whole thing. That'd be
black-eyed
pretty.
Susans.
So you're thinking of removing concrete?
Yeah, so
and-
that's
and
the
just-
problem.
well, you need to jackhammer that up.
Yeah.
So we need to see if someone at DPW has a jackhammer, number one, and
I
number
can get a
two.
saw.
Okay.
I can get a saw now.
My husband can get a jackhammer from work, I think, but
Oh, then
that's, I don't know if
jackhammer,
that's
you need a
like,
compressor.
yeah.
That's a lot of, yeah, with a saw.
He's a-
You just chop it up and,
Carpenter, we have like every tool you could ever imagine in our garage, so just throwing that out there, but I don't know like work-wise if that would
It's
be like.
DPW approval meeting.
Right, that's what I'm wondering, it's not like, there's
Did
no
we
legal
know anybody
issues.
in that department?
Yeah.
I
You
can
do,
talk,
yeah.
yeah. I can talk to Dan about getting a dump truck to throw it all in.
And then
Oh,
you
yeah.
can take it to the dump.
Yeah.
I just don't know as you, Main Street, the curve here, so when you're coming towards town, they cut that corner, so all that is gone already, so that's gonna be easy, but the curbing, I don't know if
It's
it's
probably-
buried or,
It's probably that, like those granite,
it's not colored, it's like the
Like a
slanted.
cobblestone, though, that's on
Yeah,
the
it's like a
side.
slanted
Yeah.
granite, yeah.
Yeah, like the sidewalks,
Yeah.
kinda, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fine. I think
I mean,
if
it's
if you put something like that that has a little some verticalness to it, whether that's a word or not,
Right, like
to
a
it, that's
curve,
gonna
yeah.
be more easily seen. And right now, it's just a flat little curve like that, so you don't drive right over it. I think it actually would help. Obviously, in the winter, it's gonna be small, just the way it is now.
Right.
But at least in the summer months.
Be pretty.
Yeah.
I would love
And
that.
I've got all that stuff growing like crazy in my house, so I can just dig some up and stick it in there, and it just multiplies.
Yeah, I know, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. Love the daffodils coming up right now.
I do too.
Well, one of my favorites.
All right, so you know someone at DPW that we can get,
Well, he said he'll call Dan.
Yeah,
that was for the dump truck.
yeah.
But is Dan the guy, is he
Dan's the head.
head DP? Okay.
head-
So you ask him for
Sure.
your permission.
Sure.
All right, got you down for permission. Okay, and so that, and the whiskey barrels, can easily spend some money.
Oh, yeah.
Where we at?
Absolutely. Last year, I had thrown in some seeds just for the heck of it, and they
They
grew.
came up, they came up.
Yeah, they did. So maybe we can just get limited, because we have limited funds right now, and then throw some seeds in and see what happens.
I think when we check out the stuff that's in there now, probably it's gonna need some soil.
Yeah.
And so probably a few bags of soil and some pansies, throw that in there
Oh,
for
yeah.
now.
Mhm.
And then when the pansies start to get a little leggy, then we can throw some other things in.
Yeah, sounds
I mean,
good.
that amount of money will easily cover that.
Yeah.
So, all
Okay.
right, so do we want to need a date to clean the whiskey barrels out? Or?
Yeah, let's do it.
Gonna do this one?
Should.
Okay.
They're looking pretty haggard out there.
Mm-hmm.
They're not green. I'm retired, so you guys
You don't wanna know what my rest of my.
I know my schedule too. My
So
kids
next
are
week's
all
not
next
good,
week.
right?
Next week my kids are on vacation. I would bring them with me and they could help, but if we wanted to do
It
next
might
week.
be a little, I don't know, I don't really want the kids
Near the road. I know, the roads
Okay.
scare me.
All right.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
about the 28th? Monday?
Monday, I can make it work on my lunch break or like just tell my work if I need to hop off. For any reason.
What time?
Yeah, what time?
I'm good all day.
Yeah, me too.
Do we want to do it like noon, like lunchy, like a
Lunch,
lunch?
noon time?
You can't, but if all of you can.
Where would we
That's fine.
put the stuff we take out of them?
I'll take care of that Saturday. I'll clean them all up.
Oh, then we don't need this meeting?
Oh,
No.
all right.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Well-
it's not planting, just taking all the,
Oh, all right, so then let's go to planting then.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good.
I can do any time after, like, I'm booked up until the 30th
Okay.
of April. So
Sometime in May.
I can do April 30th, I
Oh.
can do May 1st, I can do May 2nd. I just,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, I just can't, that's why I said,
Okay.
I can do the 30th, but I can do,
I can do 30th if it's afternoon.
okay. Can you do the?
I can't do the 30th at all.
Can you do the 1st?
Yes.
Okay,
May 1st?
yeah, what time?
Well, are we coming with flowers and bags of soil on the first? or
So why don't
do
we
do that first?
delegate, like, who picks up soil, who picks up a little bit of mulch, who picks up, and then, you know,
Okay.
so,
What are we thinking we need though? Picking up soil,
why don't we just get bags?
yeah, it'd be easier. That way
It's a
you
lot
can
easier.
drag them around too.
Yeah.
How many whiskey barrels do you think we're
We
doing?
have 8.
8?
Are you sure?
It's a
Yeah.
lot.
I thought there was more than that. We don't own them down there?
Yeah, we do,
Yeah.
Yeah,
we do, so
But they
that's
take care of
2.
those, don't they?
Yeah, but I put flowers in them last year and
Did
they
you?
watered them.
Okay.
Like, I rang their doorbell, I'm like, would you guys mind watering these? And they were like, oh my God, we love it, so
All right.
Yeah.
they've been really good about it.
Oh,
So
good.
we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh yeah, we have like 12.
yeah, yeah.
We have
That's
12.
more like it,
Yeah.
yeah.
So probably 4 bags of soil?
Yeah, because we already have soil in there, but you need to
Yeah, you
kind
need
of
to-
mix it.
And they're
All
too
right.
low anyways. for
Yeah.
that. All right.
So 4 bags of soil, I'd say 4 bags of dark mulch.
I don't think
Is
you
that
need that much.
No? Okay. You want
But I
to
like the dark mulch, probably 2 bags. I mean, you can
2
always
bags?
come back and do
Yeah,
that
yeah.
in afterwards.
2 bags of dark mulch? And then I can pick up the flowers or some, you know, or whatever, I don't care.
I talked to, what's his name, Matt? What's his last name?
Matt, I don't know his last name.
He maintains this area, so I approached him about cleaning up this whole thing. So I know we're limited budget. I'm thinking about mulching all these beds. If I have to pay for the.
For town
mulch.
hall?
Yeah, I don't care. That and I'll see what I can do, but the chief was supposed to be here, fire chief.
He said, so I messaged him today, let me see, I'll review his message. He said he
About the
might,
new flags.
I
yes,
don't know, I saw it on your,
he said I may
oh, that
have.
was yours? I think it was somebody.
Who was? Yeah, it was me, I sent the screenshot, because he messaged me on Facebook, and so he said I may have a scheduling conflict myself, so if I don't get there, my suggestion for the flags is that the poll, well, we'll talk about the flags after, but, and then he says, I'm doing what I can, and then he, let me see.
He said something about the 9/11.
It's, yeah, so as for the 9/11 memorial, I'm doing what I can with fundraising and a little bit of the building maintenance budget, but I'll never turn down any help, money, donations, or free labor. And I was like, well, we have the smallest budget ever, but free labor is something we can totally do. Feel free to drop in late if you need to, but I'll pass along a message if you can't make it. And then he says, thank you, yeah, money isn't really what I was thinking from the committee, us, for our site, more the free labor and brain work to get some things that'll look good and be low maintenance for the 9/11 or just memorials in general. So, he might come in, he might drop in, I just didn't say anything to me yet.
So I don't think, I'm thinking like a couple of yards here.
Okay, so
X
estimate.
out I'll leave some behind. X out the mulch bags.
All right, he's gonna,
I'm gonna go down and see if they'll deliver for free. You know, Roselands?
No,
Oh,
well, you can pick them up, pick up the small bags,
Yeah.
they don't deliver.
They don't deliver, they deliver yards of mulch. I'm not talking bags, dude, I don't do
Yeah.
bags.
Well,
It's too expensive.
Well, I used my pickup truck last year
Yeah.
to get mulch off for them.
Oh,
And you
yeah?
just bring it right to your truck and load it up, and then you bring it over here, you shovel out, and you spread it around.
I hate to say this, but I got a 22 Denali. Mulch isn't going in it.
Oh, okay. I use my truck, man. They're not gonna deliver it, brother.
Yeah?
For free.
Yeah, all right.
Well, it's always about the ask, but you're saying you're just
My
gonna
power
ask.
of persuasion, maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just say it's for the town
Hey, even
committee,
if it
like,
cuts it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
they're
only,
a town business.
it's a
I mean, they won't
town,
deliver
it's
it.
only,
Yeah,
it's only
they
half
might
a mile,
deliver it.
Yeah.
Next,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot,
All right, all
but,
right.
yeah, I'm thinking,
Alright, when his
you
bags
know,
are
a
sold.
lot of mulch, not a
Well, I
little.
got a couple of yards last year.
Yeah?
We did all over here.
Yeah.
We put it on the whiskey barrels. Pardon me. No.
mine
Yeah.
But,
too.
yeah, we
Yeah.
did that last year, man. So,
Okay.
We could do it again,
All right,
do it again.
yeah, I'm thinking about coming Saturday and starting, I like to cut my beds in, make them look nice and,
What can I hire you for my house?
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
I just paid big bucks to have that done.
your yard is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
yeah, so he said anything I wanna do, and my girlfriend's agreed, there's some things that, she's a gardener, and there's some things that need to be trimmed
Like
up by the
pruned,
party
yeah.
ways, it's just overgrown,
Yeah.
and I brought her over to show her some of the stuff, and he got permission from him to trim them all up. He does all the bushes, he does a good job, but some of them things he could kill, so he didn't want to touch them.
Yep.
You could too.
All right, so we didn't get back to planting the whiskey barrel, so we were saying May 1st, right?
May 1st?
What time?
Could that also be like a noon thing?
Yeah.
All right, that'd be awesome. Just easier for
May
work.
1st,
What time?
noon?
Noon, all right.
Nope, I'm putting it in your phone. I'm gonna show you how to use that cap. Go ahead, give me. He knows I like them.
You are-
All right, look at this. All right, so where are we here? May 1st, right?
You can just go out back, yeah, that's my,
Here we go.
yeah, it's much easier.
Right here, May 1st, boom. I don't know how to work
Plus
your
sign.
phone. Okay. And then we're gonna do.
And then make sure it's on May 1st, because a lot of the times I'll hit that plus sign and it's not on the date that I want it to
Yeah,
be.
and then we're gonna change it to noon. 12. Bring it. Whiskey barrels. Look at that.
Look at
The girl
that.
just took care of you.
Beautiful, thank you.
Because you make me laugh. You're like, when's our next meeting?
Well, that's it, I wanted.
Honestly, I didn't know
have
when
a
the
lot
next
of
meeting was for
meetings,
some
so-
reason, I had no idea, and then you said today, and I was like, well,
Me too, I wasn't sure.
I wasn't
That's
sure.
why I asked.
I didn't remember from last
Thing
meeting.
when I sent it to you.
I read it, listen, my child had surgery, it's all I was thinking of.
Both of it, are they okay?
I just
He's
look-
fine, yeah.
I look at my
Jake Thompson
girlfriend and I
had
tell
surgery.
her, put this date in, then every morning I say, hey, what are we doing
Yeah,
today?
what we doing today?
I've just been scatterbrained.
So does anyone want to go with me to get some flowers?
I'll go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to go like that morning?
Sure.
What time?
Are we going over here? I don't care where we go, go to Walmart if you want.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
They're cheaper.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we're cheaper. No, yeah.
You can get more for your money.
Yep, no, we're gonna limit a budget here, we don't care what.
Want to do
Just see if
10?
we get it all together,
Yeah.
get the soil and everything there.
Okay, want to do 10?
Yep.
Okay.
Which Walmart do you do? The one in
Just for you.
Fairhaven, okay.
Is that good?
Do they have anything at that one? That one, I never has a
Small.
thing. I know,
There's no
Wareham's way
big
better.
ones.
Wareham.
Wareham,
Oh, wait,
that's
want
true.
to go to Wareham?
I'd much rather.
For you, it's
Okay.
like 15 minutes away. I go
I
there
know.
every Tuesday, like, well, not Walmart, I go to Target every Tuesday, but
Do you want?
it's the same plaza.
For my house on that
I'll call
Poison
you
Road,
about, like-
Yeah, yeah.
Lowe's in Wareham,
Yeah,
is
no,
quicker
yeah.
than Lowe's in
Same.
Dartmouth.
No.
And definitely, and then even
That's
Fairhaven,
true.
I feel like it's closer.
Lowe's too.
Yeah, all right, we'll
We'll do a
figure
field
it out.
trip. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Yeah,
a
Wareham
field
Crossing,
trip.
so.
Maybe we should do 9 AM.
Hit up TJ Maxx while you guys are.
9?
I'm good.
Okay,
Wait a minute, let me
let's
see,
do
what day is that, May 1st?
Go to Target,
I can do that early.
get some Starbucks. I love Wareham Crossing, it's great.
Actually, good.
Okay,
Yeah, maybe I didn't do anything till noontime. to be honest.
okay, wanna go
We
the
could go
day
the thir-
before?
30th, but in the afternoon.
Wait a minute, let me just. Okay. I can do the 30th in the afternoon.
Okay,
What time?
let's do that.
3? 2?
2.
Okay.
This is how I cut in mulch beds. That's my house.
Oh, yeah, look at the ones, I love those ones around the tree, like I
so
love that.
It's
Oh,
it's
wait,
all,
you live at the top. Oh, wait a minute.
Mattapoisa Road.
Yeah.
So that's how nice, big, and it looks pristine, and then you
Yeah.
weed whack around them, and they look,
Yeah, beautiful.
because, this is the town right here, and this and that place, and
Right.
look good,
Look good, I know.
and especially with those barrels and flags, and
Yeah. Quintessential.
Okay. Okay, so at 2 o'clock the day before. Okay.
And then noon. on-
And noon the next day.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, done tree planting, our budget versus the tree warden budget.
are you getting the bags of that day too?
Yeah.
Okay.
We may have some soil in the garage.
Okay.
We bought I had 2 extra bags last year. I put them next to the door.
Okay.
As you walk in, they should be there.
Okay.
Unless somebody, moves around.
Well, we need them,
We'll use them.
we'll have
Yeah,
those too.
we'll have that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're good with the whiskey barrels, tree planting, our budget versus tree warden budget. Does anybody know what the tree warden budget is for trees, or?
They don't, no, the tree warden's budget is $16,000.
What?
The tree warden's budget, but that's for removal only, not planting.
Oh, goodness, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, see, Fairhaven, they literally have a huge budget for trees, and people, if you go there and say, okay, we want a tree to plant in our yard, like Fairhaven gives you trees.
They'll give you
Yeah.
a tree. They'll plant it for you.
Yeah.
If you want a tree planted
I love
in
that.
front of your house, you
Yeah.
call them up and they'll be there.
With whatever you want?
No, it's basically maple or
Well, that's nice.
oak or whatever, yeah.
Is it on your land or on the property that they own?
No, it's not on your own property, it's on,
It's on their land?
Oh, I see,
Yeah.
sorry.
it's on,
Gotcha.
it's on the city land.
Yeah.
It's
So
on-
if you see a spot in town that you want a tree in, you can say like, I want this here, and they'll
New
do it.
Bedford's the same
I
way.
love that.
All these towns are the same way. We don't do that.
Yeah.
We don't
We
have,
have
we
a
have a
very
tree
tight
wanted,
budget.
we don't have a tree, we don't have.
Can I tell you why?
Huh?
Can I tell you why? Just look at Route 6 in Fairhaven, all those businesses.
Yeah, all the businesses, yeah.
All the businesses, all the
Tax
way down,
revenue,
Route- it's taxes, we don't have
We don't have
any.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So our budget can't be like their budget,
Yeah.
it's
Right.
just,
Mhm. Oh,
it's a quaint little town, and
Right, I'd rather it
and
not look
Dunkin'
like Route
Donuts took
6.
forever to get put
Yeah.
in. It's just.
Yeah, I'd rather pay higher taxes to not have like Route 6 in our town, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes,
I'm
well,
okay with it.
that's why their budget is a little bit,
Right.
We don't have it. Do we have a stoplight?
Nope, we are one of the only towns in Massachusetts that do not have a stoplight. It's like one of two towns or something like that.
Berkeley doesn't have
Acushnet,
one either.
Berkeley?
Doesn't
Yeah,
even
maybe it's
have a
those two
fire
then.
department.
Oh, yes, it does.
It does?
Yeah, big safety
Berkeley
building.
does?
Yeah.
There's one town that doesn't, I thought it was Berkeley. I saw that.
They have an extra. They have the main one, and then they have a small one in the Myrick section too. So they have two
You're right,
firehouses.
you're right.
So, there's no budget money in the town for planting trees, basically is what you're saying.
no, there isn't.
not until July. You don't want to pay them in July.
Right,
No, you don't plant, you plant them in the fall, but
right.
that $1,000 is not allocated for trees anyway. That's for our budget. What we should do is the budget, Don told me the budget's already set for next year, but we should go in front of the board and ask them for an additional $1,000. That's how we're gonna get more money in our funds.
For our own committee?
Yes.
Yeah,
We should go in front of the board, put it on the agenda,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, so
ask for
next thing
another
on the-
$1,000.
next thing on the
For
list.
next
yeah.
year.
For
Yes,
next year's budget.
yes.
Because this July's budget's already,
Yeah, it's already gone, so that's what we have to do if we want any more money.
Okay.
We have to ask for it.
All right, so who wants wants to petition that, you want me to do it?
What's that?
Go in front of the board, or should
No,
we all
we'll-
as a,
no, we'll all
all of
go.
us?
You
We all
can make
go.
the
I'll
appointment,
make the appointment.
and we all go.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
got it,
that's what we do.
okay.
Do we have any, we have new business? Are we on new business? or-
Not yet.
Okay.
It's not, it's all mixed in.
The Perry Hill intersection project we were just talking about.
Right.
Who do we ask permission to dig up the center island? Is it the selectmen first and then they tell DPW, or can we just do it? Like have DPW do it?
Let me call Dan and ask him,
Okay,
and ask him if it's even allowed.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, step one, I guess.
good idea.
And then we talked about what to plan, how to
Yeah.
maintain it. And then, is the new signage with those the signs that I mentioned last time that are all like falling over? Yeah, that's the historical committee's signs. They're all like sideways, so I'd love to fix them. Yeah, they're like so somebody like hit them and they like just put them up like last year. I feel like they haven't been there that long, and it was cute. It was like showing you like where parting ways or the museum was and everything. Was
Is
it?
that what it is? Did they tell you where the museum is? Is it
Yeah,
one sign?
it's
Right.
one sign with like little
So multiple
like
things on it?
multiple things on it,
Okay.
and it's like a picture of like the Long Plain Museum and like whatever else, and it tells you like where to go to see them or something. But
What is at the base of those signs?
I have no idea. It's hard to see anything with
That
that
might be something
house in
that we
front.
could add some soil to and maybe spruce that up a little bit.
That area's.
I go by it a lot, but I'm looking straight ahead. So
Yeah.
I never come on to Perry Hill Road right there, so I don't know what you're looking at. I mean, I know
Yeah.
where. Is there, like, the people that are there, they have some kind of fence?
Yeah.
There's no guardrail.
I think it's a guardrail.
Is there a
It's
guardrail?
Perry Hill Road?
Perry Hill
Yeah.
Road, and you're looking, like when you're at the stop sign, you're looking straight ahead at that house that sells dolls.
Yeah.
Stop.
Guardrail.
It's a guardrail, right? That's what I'm pretty sure it's a guardrail. Yeah.
So,
Just don't turn around and drive.
I know. Oh my gosh, their signage.
I did it anyways.
You're a camera, ma'am.
for another project, we can look to do something on that side of the road where
Yeah.
the signs are.
Yeah, I know, I would love,
Maybe that-
yeah, it's hard to even see them because there's just so much visually
Right.
going on there too, so, yeah.
But the only ones that would see it would be if you're coming down Perry Hill.
Right, yeah.
To see that, so.
Yeah.
Any other place, did anyone notice any place else like that intersection that could use a little?
I know, I kept trying to I haven't traveled far within town, I feel like,
Yeah.
for a while, since our last meeting.
I just
but-
think this area, like, this is the town center.
Mhm.
Like, this is, I don't know.
I know, what about
The village.
the guardrail,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
does that
yeah,
need?
yeah.
Over there,
I
yeah.
called Dan and asked.
Oh, what was the reason?
That is the color, so it blends in with the church stuff behind it. That is not rust. That is,
Right,
that was made that way, because I told him I wanted to paint it. He said, no, that is the color.
okay.
So it blends in with everything.
does.
I thought it was
over
a more like scientific reason for
there.
that.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was
I can find
rust,
that
but
post.
it's not.
I know,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah,
having
there
that
was like,
discussion.
somebody
Yeah.
said something and I was like, I wouldn't even have thought of that, and see if I can find it.
But it doesn't stick out.
No, it doesn't.
No, and it was a
blends.
reason.
It does blend.
Yeah.
Because people are like, it shouldn't be
Looks
rusty
rustic.
so it will stick out, and then people are like, no, this is why they don't do that.
I mean, it's not, I mean, I would think they would make that sign there with the two arrows, that light up.
I know.
That's the thing that needs to blink and light up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could put, reflectors on that, so at night, when your lights
Isn't
shine
that
on it.
reflective paint though? On that? It should be.
Yeah,
Just
they make
reflectors.
reflective tape, but I don't know if he'll let you do anything
I
to
don't think
that.
they'll let you put anything.
Because it's, I don't know.
But I mean, that's what needs to flash or light up or,
Or maybe
I'm sure
just,
the paint is reflective,
yeah.
like any other stop sign, but
I think the sign,
should do
like you
that.
say, the heroes would, but I don't know how you miss that, but then again, I would have lost the bet because I put it out for one sign, would be replacing it.
Not yet, basically, not yet.
It's been a while, it's been almost a year.
Yep. Well, they have the stop sign, the flash stop sign, don't they?
No.
Yeah, they
not
have it
here.
over here, on this corner, don't they?
Yeah, that's good,
It
yeah.
flashes?
Yeah, it flashes at night.
That's
yeah.
new,
Oh, okay.
yeah, and it's solar, so they could, I
You
don't
know
think.
My thing is, maybe they should have just put a stop sign, like keep the stop sign there, but then put it across the street too. You know, so like you can see it.
Yeah, if they miss this one, they'll,
Definitely see that one, right?
but they'll drive to that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they
supposed
roll.
to stop
Yeah,
there.
that's what happened on Imperial Road, but they put a sign.
Yeah, you're right.
They'll drive to that spot and stop.
Unbelievable.
That's why, okay, we'll keep this. All right, moving right along.
Uh,
So did we cover this by saying if there's no money, then whose responsibility is the town hall grounds maintenance?
Yeah, they have a maintenance department.
Yeah, they have a maintenance.
So they
guy.
should have somebody there that's raking, reseeding, well, I don't know if they're.
Matt does, yeah, Matt does that, and they have the kid, Casey, Casey,
Something,
something,
Kelsey Casey.
Casey or something.
This is Kelsey.
The young guy, so it's just, the two
Yeah,
people.
he told me, well, I got some seeds, so I'm gonna rake it, seed it, and make it green, and
But you tried his job.
I asked first.
Are you still doing his job?
He just got back from hip surgery.
Okay.
Yes. Yes and yes.
Yes, it is.
Well, there's the
But-
could we, should we?
I asked first and then I step on toes, so I don't care. I want it to look good.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
Okay.
and if he doesn't deliver for free, I'll get Dana, go down there with a little dump truck and get it.
There you go.
All right, I did it last year with my pickup.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
ABC website, info on acknowledging frontage locations that display positive beautification properties. So, I'm thinking, we can't do it this year, but maybe next year, like the different, storefronts or buildings that are commercial, maybe we could do like a little plaque or something, like, first place, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what did we say last week, or not last week, last meeting?
Just
Yeah,
some type of
some
acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Beautification committee.
Yeah.
But not
acknowledge-
necessarily like for the whole summer, like on a monthly basis, identify
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, and then we were saying like not, was it a plaque, something about saving, like something we could reuse, like watch the last
So take it
meeting.
away from him?
No, but I think it was just putting on the websites.
Maybe,
On various
oh,
websites.
yeah, definitely on social media and stuff, like I have that, I'm still working on
Even the
that.
small trophies, like
Yeah, I was thinking of-
$15 or something, yeah.
I know, the
mean,
trophy, I was just thinking.
It's kind of cute, and
Yeah.
it kind of lets them know that we appreciate what they're
Right.
doing, and, maybe it'll have other places in town want to look better and be better. So, we could kind of put it, if it's $15 a month, I'm sure we can
No,
handle
I
it.
don't have plaque probably isn't even that much.
Yeah, so,
I mean, like the baseball plaques, so like you see, especially in the cities where they have, best hot dogs,
Yeah.
like 2024 or something.
yeah.
They're like 5 by 7s.
Yeah, I don't know, let me take a look. While you guys can talk about it, I'll look it up.
But even if we just did it for 3 months, or I did it May, June, July, August.
For the summer.
June, July, August, well, May, it's really planting season.
It's
Right,
So
right,
you
right.
start.
Too early.
Yeah, I would say June,
Too
July,
early.
August, September.
September. Well, I know they used to
Let's
have,
go with October too, because like they would maybe do hay bales or
Right,
flowers, so yeah,
Yeah.
like June through October.
Right, because May is usually, you don't want to plant too early because the frost is like,
It's
up
iffy.
until I think the last last days of the first week. I think that
And
you start
also,
planting.
I mean, if you pick somebody for June, because they've done a good job, obviously in July, they're gonna still be doing a good job, so
Right.
you want to do other people,
Right.
so.
Yeah,
Well, we don't have that many storefronts either, so.
No, but there are quite a few.
Well, we try to work just residential too, right?
Yeah.
Like you could be
people.
anybody.
Oh, all right, like houses too?
Yeah,
All right,
it would
I
just
think that's
encourage
a cute
people.
idea.
Yeah, it would
Well,
just,
one year they had flower boxes.
Mhm.
They had flower
Yeah, my
boxes.
neighbor.
So that was a flower box contest. Window boxes,
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
that's what they did one year.
oh, my husband still needs to build me my window boxes. Get on it.
Even if they weren't window boxes, if someone doesn't have a home that has them, or they were renters or whatever, if they had
A barrel?
A barrel or
Yeah, yeah.
or a pot or something
Yeah.
that they wanted to be. And you know how they, I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but you know how at Halloween, people are looking for places to go that have Halloween decorations, you know, or Christmas decorations, and there's.
Oh yeah, there's a couple people in town that do crazy stuff for
But,
Halloween,
and
yeah.
they'll put their name on a list to come by and see, so if somebody has something that they want us to see, you know, if they live on a dead end road that none of us ever drive.
Right, that's like a national for driveway, like no one ever sees my yard.
There you go. So,
Thankfully right
that
now.
kind of thing, same way, you know, we could say if you have something that you want us to look at.
Yeah, yeah,
Once it gets rolling.
yep. I like that.
So they're like $20.
Are they 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, still. $20 for 6 months or 5 months.
And the fun thing is though, you know, if it's a personal person, it's nice.
Mhm.
If it's a business, they can hang it up.
We'll hang it up, yeah.
Maybe we could even do like a yard sign. I know the girl who owns signs, Stuck on You design, right?
Mhm.
In South Main. I'm probably pointing you in the wrong direction. But, you know, stick that in there, and that could just be reused
But
if we wanted it to be.
people might not want that in their yard.
I
if they're-
probably would want
Maybe.
it.
Yeah, if you know, you've got it all perfectly done, and then somebody sticks that sign in the middle of your driveway, middle of the lawn, it's like, it takes away from it.
I guess.
All right,
So we get a picture of them with their plaque?
with the plaque, and
Yeah.
post that.
Yeah,
Recognition on
yeah,
that.
and I would share that.
Do we have a?
I'm setting up a Facebook page. We already have one technically, but I want to get like, I have to do like, I want to do like a logo or like something like, you know, brand wise for the committee, that sort of thing. And then I can start posting on it. Because I had taken pictures when we were doing the holiday stuff, and I'm just going to share that, even though it's not Christmas anymore, as soon as I get that done. Be like, look, we started doing stuff as this committee.
Okay. And do we have any more information on May cleanup? Last time we were gonna wait.
What?
Yeah, I think we wanted to decide, do we have to decide on a date or something for that?
What kind of cleanup?
Any place in town that needs to be cleaned up?
Booze
Okay,
bottles
so-
everywhere on the
All
side
right,
of the road.
okay, so, I'd like to do a litter cleanup with Ocean, with Operation Clean Sweep
Okay.
out of New Bedford. So they're willing to come over here.
Nice.
And I talked to the DPW, so this is how operation works in New Bedford. My buddy comes up and he has all the grabbers, all the bags, and we'll set up in the parking lot over here on a Saturday. It's always done on a Saturday. And then the people come around, they have to sign a waiver and so forth, and then he gives them a grabber and he gives them a bag and sends them on their way.
Yep.
Right, so that's how that works in New Bedford. And then from 9 o'clock, it starts at 9, and then it's over at 12.
Okay.
All right, so,
Does everybody bring everything back?
everything, if you pick up a lot of litter, like they do in New Bedford, you fold it up, you fold the bag up, you leave it on the curbside, and then the DPW comes around in the
And
truck
take it, yeah.
and picks it up. So I've already spoken to DPW, they're willing to do that?
Yeah, they did it for my cleanups when I did it,
Yeah,
when I
they're
was
willing to
active.
do that.
Yeah, worked the
so-
exact same way, it was awesome.
I think Bob Cody is the commander of the Boy Scouts. He has 10 boys that he's willing to
Nice,
help us
yep,
to do that. So we don't, we can just do this area here. We'll set up here and we'll just shoot out. Everybody grab a bag and a grabber, and you walk down here, these little side streets. Because the rest of the town doesn't look that bad. It's just around here.
Well, the other thing we can do too is we have that like light up bulletin board. We can put like Operation Cleanup or something like that.
Yeah,
A date
say, like,
volunteers wanted.
clean your own street,
Yeah.
that's how, that, I used to do that all the time.
You know?
I would do sign-ups,
Something like
and
that.
then
So-
for each street,
This is what I just made that up, but it's something, we can set that up, so Tentatively, it's gonna be May 24th.
Is that a Saturday?
That's the Saturday,
Okay.
Saturday. So it'll be 9 o'clock
Yeah.
here.
Memorial Day weekend.
What's that?
That's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, we'll be here.
I'll be in,
The
yeah.
Girl Scout trip is camping.
Yeah.
Can we do another day?
Yeah, we can do it, with it, you know. I'm just throwing dates out there.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
let's,
I'll be
let's think
coming
of a
back
date.
from Florida that day.
It's a busy day.
Yeah.
Okay,
But we're doing it, this Saturday, we're doing a big cleanup in New Bedford.
okay.
About the 17th.
I will be in Katy
I'll
Park
be
with my
leaving
Girl Scout
Florida.
Yeah, all the girls who sold 500 or more cookies get to go to Candy Valley Park for that.
Awesome.
I
Well, we can do June.
I did drive around aimlessly for
About June
days,
7th.
and I find that the litter is actually in the wooded areas.
Yeah,
It's not in
it's
front of
all
houses,
stuck in
because
the
we
woods.
all
In the
pick
wooded
up.
areas.
It's real, yeah,
We all pick up in front of our houses. and
right.
You
9
just
out of 10
know
times,
what-
they don't throw it out in front of our house,
We
they throw
found-
it out in the wooded section.
Yeah.
So I
Like-
had a
TVs.
Perry Hill Road, Hathaway Road, Mendel Road, Middle Road,
Middle Road was always a big one.
Peckham
like,
Road.
Peckham.
Yeah, those.
Basically all the wooded
Yeah.
areas, it looks,
When I organized the
yeah.
cleanups for Acushnet, it was like those,
What
like
we did.
South Main was always mentioned. And then, yeah, like Peckham and Middle, definitely like the wooded areas. And we found like TVs and like mattresses, like crazy stuff on those roads. And the DPW would just come, we went to the Council on Aging. And then everybody met there and brought the trash back there and stuff. And they would pick it up for us, which was great. But like the stuff that we found was unbelievable. It was like truckloads of things. Like, oh, our little town of Acushnet. We were just like,
yeah, because there's no cameras, there's no nothing,
Yeah.
they gotta get rid of it, they don't wanna pay, so they
no, I
don't.
know.
June 7th,
That works for me.
June 7th?
It does
Sounds
not.
good, June
Well,
7th?
But it's not really. No, I have the Girl Scout thing at 11:30 in the morning.
So we do have a Saturday that you're not busy.
I know, can you do like 8:30 in the morning till 10 or something, or 10:30?
Yeah, I could probably make that work, but I mean, what about the 31st of May?
I mean, we'll ask for volunteers, we get that website.
I can't.
Okay.
That's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, you know what?
No, I thought that was the 21st.
And 24th is Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, 24th and
Oh,
25th is Memorial Day.
31st is,
I can't though.
I can't either.
Okay.
All right, so June 7th is a no-go.
June 7th works for me. Just as suffer for her. You guys all set?
Yeah,
June
June 7th is fine with me.
All right, what time?
So
Wanna
what?
do
Okay,
8:30?
so this is all tentative,
Right.
because I gotta make, I gotta see when OSHA, Operation Clean Sweep,
Is available?
yes,
All right.
yes, because he does,
Well, get back to us and then we can adjust it. after
okay,
that.
all right.
So we'll stick to June 7th for now.
Tentative, 8:30 to 10:30? Is that good?
No, it's actually, it's 9 o'clock to 12. That's the hours. I mean, you guys don't have to, I mean, if we get enough people, we get like 20 people, that's fine.
Okay.
You just, you just show up and do the time you can be, an hour or whatever, you get something to do.
Okay.
Okay, so June
7th,
7th, all right, so I'll get this, I'll talk to Cody, the Boy Scout guy, commander, and Ocean, the other place, Clean Sweep,
Sounds good.
and see if we can do that, if we can coordinate that. And then I've already asked Dunkin' Donuts, they always give us coffee and donuts in the morning. And then at 12 o'clock, Domino's gives us pizzas for free,
We'll take it.
so. mhm. And then the town, DPW said if we, I didn't know this, but if you see tires on the side of the road or something, they won't, if you call them up, they won't come and pick it
Yep,
up.
they'll come get them, yeah.
But they won't come and pick it up. That's what they told me today. But
Oh.
if, during the Operation Clean Sweep,
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
they'll come, and if we round it
Yeah.
up, you know, like down on River Road and stuff like that, and the places you're talking about, you bring it out there in the street, they'll come and pick it up, the town will.
Okay.
new business?
What about the flags? We talking about that?
We were waiting for the fire chief. and
Hold
he's
on,
not here.
let me read what you said about the flags, because you did say. Alright. So if I don't get there, my suggestion for the flags, and I think we talked about this, is that the poles either need to be a lot sturdier or be like the ones that are there now with the two poles that stick out. That was his suggestion.
Like a banner?
The banner's the ones that we should have.
The one with the two poles. Yeah, and I think we talked about that last week, that they
The
need to be
banner,
the two.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Until I joined this meeting, I never saw those banners on those poles. In fact, I didn't even see the flag. I saw
I
the
did
one
not see a
flag.
thing. I looked
I
for
saw
them too
the
after you
flag.
guys told me, and I'm
Put-
like,
They put
But
them
you-
too high.
You put
But they
American
put the-
flags.
Yeah, they put the American flags too high.
Yeah.
Whoever did them put them too high.
Yeah.
They should have been a lot lower.
Right.
yeah, because
I
after
think-
you told
I
me they
think
were
that-
out, I kept looking for them, and I'm like, I'm obviously looking in the wrong spot because I see nothing
There's one
else.
flag left at
Right.
home by the church, but those little banners, I don't know when they went up, but I just noticed
Oh,
them
those
after
little
the.
banners have been up since the sesquicentennial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never even, and I drive this road daily.
They're too high, that's why. And I know they have to have them a certain height, but they were probably 6 feet too high.
So are we gonna try to do something with that, or?
Well,
You
I
wanna do
think
something different?
if, I don't know if they want to take those banners down, but if a longer banner instead of a flag, because technically, you're supposed to light those flags up, I think.
I know, I always question that, yep, yeah.
What about the banners that they're very vertical,
Yeah.
and they have the decoration of a flag, but they're not a flag? They're not-
Right, I think that's something,
And then when
something
it's
big
out so
and
far-
lower, not low enough for people to grab, but low to see.
Not only that, but they wouldn't be flapping, they wouldn't
Right.
have that,
Did we have a book on the banners? Did we have a book?
something.
We had a
Yeah, some
catalog.
catalog, yeah.
We had a catalog with all that.
We can get another one.
Yeah.
But that catalog was way too expensive.
I was gonna say, it was
Well,
crazy
well,
money.
it was
Yeah.
Well, we could get if we can get an idea, we get a catalog, get an idea, then
Of
we
what
just
we
go
want,
on.
yeah.
Just go
Online.
online and look,
Yeah.
and then bring them next meeting,
Yeah.
okay? So we'll look for
These are smart TVs, I can cast.
possibilities.
When it comes to those plaques, I know a guy who does plaques.
Okay.
There were two guys, actually, one's, I don't know if he's still in Fayetteville, on Main Street.
Yeah, the guy on the
Not
right
Russell
side?
Petrelli,
No,
not Catman.
not Catman,
No.
but he might do plaque, he does t-shirts and
He does
shirts,
t-shirt.
hats and stuff.
Yeah,
This guy's right, used to be a dry cleaner place, I think. for a
well, if you
while.
can do them for 20 bucks or less, why not? I'd
Yeah.
rather give someone the business that's local.
Yeah,
Because we don't need anything in bulk, because
right, yeah, it's
Right.
only gonna be, you
And
know,
then they don't have to be personalized, or they could, that might cost more if it's personalized
Now
with their
online,
name
you just type out what you want.
for that one.
Yeah.
It's the plaques are like, the
Yeah.
on it's just like, that's
yeah. What do you think, like 8x10, like plaque?
This is, let's see if I still
I
have
have to
it.
run.
Okay. You can walk, don't run.
Okay. We probably will just.
Take your car, it's easier.
So,
To run and cut. Say,
there's different size, so, all right, so a 5x7, which is really small, is $12.99. 8x10 is $19.99, so
I think that's
20
a
bucks.
perfect
8x10 is a
8x10.
good size, yeah. And it's, yeah, $19.99 free shipping. So that's not bad. And this company gets a 5-star, it's called Crown Awards. I've ordered from them before, I ordered trophies, so they're pretty good.
Where you going?
I have to run. Can I go that way?
Yeah, right there.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Prez.
Any new business?
So that's it.
No ideas?
Well,
What?
we got
We
plenty
have
of
too many
ideas.
ideas that we have to execute still.
We got plenty of ideas. We got a clean sweep coming, we gotta be planting flowers.
Yeah,
All right.
We're doing a lot here.
yeah, we are.
You know what, this building needs to get painted, but that's not on us, that has to come from the town budget, but it desperately needs painting.
Oh, the trim on the
That's
outside.
right, that's on that side.
Up there and,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, they were supposed to do that. I thought they were supposed to do that last year.
But that's not on us, but, all right.
But there's a park on River Road. Of course, I've been driving all over the place to look at that place. I'm not a smoker, any use of smokers, it's okay. It's disgusting. There are cigarette butts.
Oh, River Road Park? I
Yeah.
know, man. I
Yeah,
go
he
over
loves
there and
River
clean it
Road.
up.
That's where he put all the
I go in
trees.
there and clean it up.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I went to Lake Street, looks good.
I love Lake Street, and it's coming out
You know,
awesome.
maybe we could get some barrels put over that one. 'cause
Yeah, but
there's
that's not ours though.
Yeah, Lake Street has its own thing, its own budget, thankfully.
That's the
The
best.
selectman,
Oh.
David, I don't know how to pronounce his
Yeah,
last
that's
name.
not
Ronard.
Christian River Road.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
River Road, that's New Bedford.
Oh, River Road's New Bedford?
Yes, that's
That
not
park
us.
is,
That's
Oh.
not us.
Oh, then where did you plant our trees? I thought you planted them on River Road.
No, I planted them on River Street.
River Street,
River
okay.
Street, River Road is New Bedford.
no, River Street. Yeah.
River Street.
That's
is right-
us.
Yeah, you go Slocum to the stop sign, take a right.
Take a right, yeah.
There's a little park there.
Well, that's a,
Yeah, that's what I thought you always talked about.
oh, the park, yeah.
Yeah.
The
That's
park.
where all the cigarette butts are in that
Yeah.
little.
Oh, is it? Well, people sit there and
Yeah, I know.
they get a bench there,
bench.
well, the nip bottles. I used to pick up nip bottles like
Yeah, they're
that.
so
They
gross.
sit there and smoke and drink, so the nip bottles right there. Right next to the river.
Rivers,
I mean,
yeah.
talking about the river,
Yeah,
when it's low tide, we could go right there and clean it up,
yeah, I didn't get out.
you
I
know?
didn't get out. I drove. And the grandson with me. I didn't get out.
Yeah, yeah, well, that's what we can do, if we do the clean sweep, we can set somebody down there. And that park, that's wide open,
Yeah.
right? We could plant trees in there,
There's
you know?
spots for trees in the fall.
Yeah, right there. That's why I planted.
Yeah,
two
that's
of
what
them.
he has to say, either they're his trees. Planted a bunch. Yeah, I'm looking at it on the map.
That's why I planted 2 trees right along that.
Yes, I
riverfront.
saw
Have you
those.
seen them?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Well, there's no
Okay.
other new business.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
I second that. All in favor?
Aye.
I
Okay.